friends. Hope you're doing well. Okay. I'm cheating on my Zeeves. I got Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, zero sugar. You should only be able to get this at Taco Bell. They shouldn't be able to sell this in stores, because I will drink this Mountain Dew if you're out there, if you're watching. Sponsor me. Zevia, I love you still. Sponsor me still. Just any kind of beverage. If it's zero sugar, zero carbs, send it over Daddy's way. You know, I want to drink it. I'll drink it on camera for you if it's free. And if I had to pay for it, I'll probably still drink it because I drink a lot of beverages. Oh man. So, tonight I watched Bo Burnham, his new special Inside, and it is so good. Oh man, it's not really comedy. It's just a one-man show, and it's just amazing. There are some funny moments, yes, but like the cinematography, the lighting, chef's kiss is just that he did it all himself. You know, even if he had people helping him, you know, through FaceTime or people coming in and helping him. You know, he said he didn't have it, and I'll believe him because I don't care enough to not believe him. But like, it's even if he had like a full crew, it's something to behold. Go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's about 90 minutes long. It's very worth your time. But you know, for the last couple weeks, ever since moving here, I've been like in a funk, and like seeing that and like seeing how good it is, it's just like, fuck, I want to fucking do that. Like that's what I watched that and I'm like, yeah, I want to step it up a little. And you're like, okay, I want to, I don't know, because it's like, it didn't like give me like feelings, you know, I wasn't like crying or anything, although I have cried for Bo Burnham before, especially his well, I think it was his last special where he does the Kanye thing. That'll get goosebumps, and like, I don't know, he's talking about the burrito, and I think there's a metaphor for me in there, in that I'm just trying to cram too much stuff into life, and the burrito just doesn't fit, you know, it won't wrap. Like, that's what I got out of it, you know, and anybody else could get whatever message, you know, out of that, and maybe they got a very different one, and that's okay. And that's what good art does, though. You know, you put your own spin on it, and it gets you there. You know, I don't know. Oh, gotta hold the can label side out. Baja Blast, zero sugar. It's good. But yeah, so it's just like, man, I don't know. I just haven't seen anything lately that just made me be like, fuck. You know what it is? It's so much like when I was a teenager, and you know, I liked music, and it was, you know, the idea of playing music just didn't seem possible. And then you see somebody do, you know, you went to your first punk rock show, or I went to my first punk rock show, you know, my friend's band. These are people I know. They're playing. It's not great, but like, they're up there doing it, and it's like, why not me? I could do that. And so I went and bought a guitar and started messing around, and you know, eventually I was in bands for a while. And that same with comedy, you know, I met some people that did comedy, and I was like, you do comedy? Like, you could just do that? And they're like, yeah, come to a show. And then I'd watch them, and they weren't that funny, but I was like, I could do that. And then, you know, I got up there and I did it for a while, and it was great until it wasn't. The comedy scene, this is just my personal experience, is that a lot of people in the it's a real toxic environment. Anyway, and then like filmmaking, I watched Kevin Smith's Clerks, and that was just shot by like some guy who worked at a convenience store, and it's all shot at the convenience store after hours. It's black and white, so they didn't have to color it, and they didn't have to color match the lights, and you're just like, I could fucking do that. And so, you know, then I went out and did it, and like the Neistat brothers, so it's like in the pantheon of like my creative life. it's seeing somebody else do it and then me being like, I can fucking do that. Like right now, you're probably watching this video and you're like, I can fucking do. You can fucking do ASMR. What's stopping you? Like if you like ASMR, why not you? You know, like maybe you think I'm good at talking, but that's just because I can ramble and I'm an idiot with no filter and it just comes out. You could be that idiot too. Yeah, so anyway, it's so good and it's so, I think what I like about it, it's so simple. In that, you know, it's just in a room. Like I've got a room. What's up? It's got art on the walls now. It's got it's a crash mat. You know, art. We got art up there. We got a fan. Bo Burnham's got a fan. I got a fan too. You're not special, Bo Burnham. I also have a fan. Just because you can make me feel things with your words and music. And I am terrible at guitar. You know, I was only like ever mediocre, but I could probably get pretty mediocre again if I tried. But it's not even like a competitive thing. It's just like giving yourself permission to see somebody else do something that you want to do, and being like, oh, that's possible. Somebody has shown you the path, you know. And just seeing Bo Burnham, like his lights that he's using. Hold on. Alright. But like, I've got one that's very similar to what he was using in the sense that like, I could do that too, Bo Burnham. I could shine it behind my head. I have a lamp on over there. But where's my phone? Do I even have my phone in here? Oh, it's way over there. But like, this has Bluetooth. These lights are amazing, by the way. If you are a creator and you want lights, this Aperture MC, it's like $100. It's so good. You know, I turn my key light off. Just Bo Burnham it. You know, although this lamp over here, which is giving me kind of this side light. But what's great about this light is, like, it's got effects. It's got constant, you know, Bo Burnham's got that blue look. I could do the blue look. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off this light. Hang on. We're turning off this light. We're gonna Bo Burnham this shit. I can be Bo Burnham. I can't be Bo Burnham. But I don't want to be Bo Burnham. I want to be my own thing. But like, just weird framing. You know, getting close. And just getting that, you know. He's got some nice emotional things. And I... The autofocus doesn't seem to want to work when it's blue. Or maybe just when it's this close. But we can get... Wow, you can see how rough my skin is. If you ever thought I had good skin. You know, not so much. What else can we do with this thing? We just change the hue. Nice red, just a fire. Slide it up. What if I started making all my ASMRs? All my ASMRs. Oh, there it goes, the focus. Yeah. And just looking off, and then looking in, then looking off. And the one thing that I will say, I'll give a critique from the filmmaker point of view, is Bo Burnham does this thing where he pushes in post, so the camera is just a static wide shot, and then he crops in and crops out, which is, I think that's just more a testament to the fact that so many of those were like one take performances, which, I mean, if you realize, like, that's how Bo Burnham is, you know, he's a performer, so it totally stands to reason that he would he would do it like that, you know, and I could just have just a party light going. If I can find a way to set it on my camera so that it doesn't fall off and it doesn't like get covered up by the microphone. We just do it down here. Yeah. Call me and I'll tell you a joke. We could just bring this down. You know, just have fun, play with lights. That's kind of distracting. But you know, like just dark dramatic look. Awesome. Party light look. Awesome. Directly on me. Awesome. I don't know. I get so excited by lighting, I think. And if that's like what I could do is just light stuff, that'd be what do you call that? Cop car, seizure warning. Just do fire. I've done this before. Spooky. I just love lighting stuff. It's my favorite thing on film sets. It's just to light things. I think I could even move this further away. You can still hear me. Is Bear down there? Yeah, he is. Bear's down there hanging out. That's why his bed. So I have the ASMR desk set up again in here, and Bear's bed is underneath it. So he's just chilling under there. He's real quiet. He's real sneaky. He's a sneaky puppy. Yeah. But I'm just still like in awe. There's so many good lighting setups, and like Bo's just using like a projector and his lighting setup is seriously, I mean, I'm gonna rough guess it with what he had. Like his main lights that he was using for most of it are like smaller panel lights, not unlike these. They're a little bigger than this one. Very similar, probably $200 to $400 each. So that's, and you get 3 of them. That's $1,200 right there. He had some strobe lights, which probably weren't super expensive. He had a couple like lasers, which probably aren't super expensive. You're talking less than not super expensive, less than $1,000 for sure for each piece. And then he had like a big aperture, which I have, which goes for about $1,200. And then he had the spotlight attachment to it, which I think is a couple $100 on top of that. And then he had just like a basic softbox that you get off Amazon for like $100. But he seriously had less than $10,000 worth of lighting equipment. And he was just using, if he was using the camera he showed, which again, I have no reason to believe he wasn't. You know, that's like there's like a Lumix GH5, I think. Or it's Panasonic. It's Panasonic GH5. I don't know, it's GH5 is the model number. And I don't think that goes for more than, you know, $1,000, $1,500. And he had some nice lenses though. The lenses are always kind of like on the side. And he probably had a good $3,000, $4,000 worth of lenses, if not more. There we go. Let's just get a nice side light going. Let's see if this will find my eyes. The autofocus is having trouble with this low light. There we go. Let me help it out just a little. But yeah, it's like this camera with this lens costs $8,000. You know, like my camera's more expensive than his whole setup to shoot that special was probably. So it's like, why not? You know, I have the gear. It's a matter of dragging it upstairs from the garage, and setting it up and tearing it down when I have to do jobs. But like, you know, that looked like a lot of fun to like come up with like crazy lighting. And I'm like, fuck, I want to do that. I want to light shit crazily, you know? And I think it could be a fun project. He did a lot of, he specifically has a song called White Woman's Instagram. If you go, you can find that on YouTube. He posted it on his YouTube. But just like the idea of these video versions of like stereotypical white woman Instagrams, you know, and I'm just like, man, doing something like that as like video portraits could be hella fun, and I could light shit super weird, and it could be a fun project. So maybe that's something I could explore. Just doing video portraits and getting weird with the lighting, because I just love to light things. And it's like I would like to be known for lighting things. Because lighting, I don't know, that's like the most fun I have, is just playing with lights and what they could do. And drinking dews, what's up? But, oh man, I'm just so motivated. I'm just like, yeah, I'm pumped. Let's fucking light some weird shit. And I'm like, I think it could be fun to even do that and do like event lighting and learn more about, controlling lights. I know a couple guys that do sound at venues, so I might have to hit them up and be like, hey, do you have lighting guys like regularly? Could I be a lighting guy regularly? Because I could have a lot of fun with that and, pre-program stuff. But that's, I don't know. It could be a good time. Or I could just light my own weird YouTube videos. Because I've got 2 of these. One of them's charging right now. But I've thought about buying another one. Buying a 3rd one. Buying a 4th one. They come in like packs. You can get packs like 12. And they come with like this cool case that you can charge them in. Because they have whatever that you call that charging, where it's like wireless charging. You just plug it in. But like this, if I just took this, and then we just zoom in to my eyeballs. And then this was just the shot. This was just the ASMR shot. I think this is pretty neat, I think. It's, I don't know if the camera's having trouble picking an eye, because it tries to find an eye. And it looks like it swapped at one point. But, yeah, skill. Just out of frame. Coming from below. Coming from above. I don't like that. That like accentuates my forehead. And I already have like a big chunky forehead. Like I don't have like a 5 head, but like, it's like, if you look at it from the side, it sticks out a little bit, I think. I don't know. Caveman. What do you call that? Caveman brow. Got caveman brow. Trying to accentuate it. It just looks like I'm farting. But I don't know. I just, light's so fun to play with. You know what I mean? It's just a fun thing to do. Yeah. So I could just light the background. This isn't powerful enough. I'd probably have to string a couple of these together. Well, the fire setting's super low anyway. But if we did like a solid color, maybe. Give it like a purple. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of lighting it. Not really. If I had like 2 of them, that's what I used to do. I used to have 2 of them. And then I did like a dark blue. Saturation 100, intensity 100, hue. Let's find that blue. Yeah, I think the blue's just brighter. There you go. I just strap it on my back. And there you have it. That's, this is $250 worth of lighting equipment. You too could have a Bo Burnham. I just recreated one for you. It's just a stick light into a bounce or any kind of softbox, and then just something like this or a little bigger, just aimed at the background. And now we have your standard YouTube look. Boom. $250. You could probably do it even cheaper. If you had like a clamp light and you put a nice bulb in the clamp light, just shot it into a foam board, that would give you a nice soft bounced light. And especially if you used like a tungsten light, so you want to look for like a warm light would be what the bulb would say. And if it said color temperature something in the 3000 range, also be a clamp light, and you would try to find a daylight bulb, which would be 5500 or 6000 if it said the Kelvin rating. Otherwise, you would look for like cool or neutral, maybe. It wouldn't be this blue, but the difference would be noticeable, because right now our camera is set to, God, where's it at? I should know where the white balance setting. Okay, so it's set to 3200, so it's gonna accentuate the blue. But you know, so if we turn this off and we just turn this to, let's see, constant color temperature, CCD, where's it at? So 5600. So you can see it's blue-ish. You know, it's not fully blue like we want it to be. And here's your next Bo Burnham look. It's just a silhouette. Just put a light behind him. Done. But you can see on my face now it's much cooler than this light, which kind of has a nice, I think, I don't know if there's like some science to this. I just think 3200 light, even when you balance for it correctly, it makes the skin look better for some reason. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not that smart about lighting. I just kind of know what I like. So that's your tip for the day, and some easy light setups that you can play with, and make your own Bo Burnham special. And hey, if you're funny or you make music or you just want to fucking talk about lights, drop a comment. I'll talk about lights all fucking day. It's just fun, and it's cool, and I like it, and I like you. And thank you for watching me ramble and drink Mountain Dew and fuck with these lights and just be like manically inspired by Bo Burnham. So yeah, that's all I got for today. I hope you're doing well, and if not, well, I hope that turns around for you real soon. Go watch Bo Burnham's special. It's amazing. It'll make you feel things. It'll make you think things. It'll make you maybe inspired to slub off the COVID fatigue or whatever you want to call that. I don't know what you call it, and get back to work, because that's what I'm inspired to do right now. So I love you. I hope things are going well for you. I hope your mental state is coming back, and it's not too much of a shock to have to get back to work, and you find some peace in that. So until next time, yeah, if I fuck that up every time. And, you know, where do you go from until next time? You just gotta be like, until next time, click. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Have a good day.